The movie starts by showing Tola, who was going to her house at night when some people come to kidnap her. To save Tola from these goons, Tola's lizard puts a device on her neck and makes a protective shield around her neck and moves forward to fight those goons. She easily jumped from one person to another and defeated 2 people, after which there was a whole group to fight in front of this lizard. But to fight these big people, she has to be as big as humans. She tries to grow herself with the technology in her brain, but fails in it. And after a few seconds of all this, we find out that what we saw was not really happening. Tola's dad, who is an engineer, was getting all these fights done in his system. It is known that in his city, the kidnapping of children has increased a lot, and he wants to make such a robot that all the children are safe. Now let's see Tola, who was at her house. Her house was no less than a science fair because technology was used here to do everything. Today, after a long time, Tola's dad was coming to meet her at home. Tola was very happy. She prepares a lot for her dad's welcome at home, and then gets ready and reaches the airport quickly. She thought her dad would be happy to see her, but her dad scolds her that, "What are you doing here alone?" Here we notice that a man named Brady was keeping an eye on Tola. On the way home, he was following Tola and Tola's dad. Here in Tola's car, Tola's dad and Tola listened to the news on the radio that today, the kidnapping of children is increasing. After hearing the news, Tola was also scared, and Tola also understood why her dad was scolding her alone at the airport. She also apologizes to her dad and says that, "I will take care of myself in the future." On the way out, Tola had made cupcakes for her dad, which Tola's dad does not get time to eat. Today was Tola's birthday, but due to being so busy with her work, Tola's dad had forgotten her birthday. Due to an urgent call, she says to Tola that, "I'm sorry, son. I will not be able to stay with you tonight. I have to go back for some urgent work." Hearing this, Tola was completely sad. After Tola's dad leaves, Cole comes here, who is also a good friend of Tola and also plays at her house. When Tola's birthday was here, when he wishes Tola, Tola's mood gets better. Here, Tola's dad was still working on his lizard, which was not able to transform itself into a big lizard for the whole day. His boss also orders him to finish his work soon. And he also says that you check the lizard you are working on. Is it even worthy of your experiment or not? Tola's dad also felt that maybe the lizard is bad, so he gifts this lizard to Tola, who had wanted a pet for a long time. Tola was not happy to see this lizard because she did not want a lizard, she wanted a dog. But anyway, now she also makes him her friend. After the scene cut, we are now told the story of the same big man who was keeping an eye on Tola at the airport. He was very poor since childhood. He did not even have money to eat, and he did not like this thing at all that he is so poor, and some people do not even help him being rich. He grew up hating the rich people. He wanted to take revenge from all the rich people, so he started kidnapping the children of the rich people. And instead of leaving the children, he used to take a lot of money from the rich people. He now decided to kidnap Tola because he knew that Tola's dad works as an engineer in a very big company, and he can give him a lot of money in return for Tola. Here at home, Tola invites her friend Cole to dinner with her. At the same time, Tola's dad comes here and he sees Cole eating with his daughter on the table and gets very angry at him. He insults him and throws him out of here. Sad Cole reaches the bus station, and it was raining a lot. During the rain, the bus drivers also increased the rent. Since Cole did not have so much money, the poor guy had to go home on foot in such rain. On the way, Cole gets a call from his elder sister who was calling him to meet him. Actually, Cole's mother had taken some loan from his elder sister to complete Cole's education, but unfortunately she got so sick that Cole had to leave her studies. All the money was spent on Cole's mother's medicines, and Cole started working to arrange his food and drink. Cole used to return the money he had taken from his elder sister every month. And now he felt that his elder sister needs more money this month, so he takes all the money he has saved and goes to his elder sister. But here the elder sister's plan is something else. He says to Cole, "No, there is no need for this money. You can give it to me by the end of the month. I know that you work at Tola's house and are very good friends with him. If you work for me, help me kidnap Tola, then I will take all the expenses of your mother's treatment in return." Cole's elder sister also knew very well what Cole's weakness was. He did not want to put his friend in any danger, but he also knew that if his mother's treatment was not done on time, she would die. Forcibly, he had to listen to his elder sister. He asks his elder sister, "What will you do by kidnapping Tola?" His elder sister says, "Not much. We will just ask his dad for some money in return, and when we get the money, we will leave Tola." That is, Tola's life was not in so much danger. He now meets Tola according to Buddy's birth plan and tells Tola to go to the city town where he always wanted to go. Tola agrees. These people sit in Tola's flying car and go to the other side of the city, where we see that Tola's lizard was also with them. Tola was having a lot of fun at this place. She thanks Cole because of her, she was able to experience new things in life. After hearing this from Tola, Cole regretted that maybe he was doing wrong with Tola. Sitting down, he remembers all the moments that Tola and he had spent together. At this moment, he had changed his decision to help Buddy. He says to Tola, "Let's get up quickly. We have to go from here." When these people were going towards their flying car, a man from Buddy comes in front of them. Cole had come in front of him to save his friend Tola, whom this man catches. Tola attacks Cole to save Cole, but she could not win against such a big man. She had understood that if she did not run away from here in a few seconds, she would be kidnapped. Tola had also seen his lizard in trouble. She wanted to help him, but her battery was low, so she was not able to do this. But she had also sent a signal to her dad that Tola was in danger. While running here, a lady comes in front of Tola. Tola asks her for help to save herself, but she does not know that this is also a part of the kidnappers. Now a video is sent to Tola's dad in which Tola was kidnapped. Immediately a hologram comes and tells Tola's dad that if he is not given $150 million within 2 hours, then he will kill Tola. Here on the road, a girl sees Tola's lizard. She picks it up in her hand, and as soon as the girl's watch touches the lizard, she gets a little charging. Actually, this lizard is a robot. That's why she is charging it. It is known that Tola's dad is very scared of all these things. He has also shown the hologram picture to the police, but the police were not ready to help him. That's why Tola's dad quietly takes $150 million and reaches where he was called. But on the way, he gets a call from the kidnappers. They had known that Tola's dad had asked for help from the police, and that's why they had increased the price of leaving Tola. They were now asking Tola's dad for $250 million, which they had to collect within 2 hours. Tola's dad says that this is a very big amount. How will I arrange such a big amount? To which the kidnapper says that I have done good research on you. The company in which you work, I know that you have shares in that company. You sell your shares to me and take your daughter. Here it is shown that the kidnappers had told Tola that in his kidnapping Cole had helped him, which Tola was very saddened to hear. On the other hand, Cole was also tensed that because he had tried to deceive Buddy, now he had to take revenge on Cole. Cole was hiding to save himself, but a man from Buddy sees him. Before he hurts Cole more, a laser reaches him here. She fights with Buddy's man and then goes to Cole and asks him, "Where is Tola?" Cole says, "I don't know. These people have kidnapped him and these people must know about him." Now the man who was beaten by Lizard, he runs here in fear and comes to his flying car. Before the car goes away from here, this lizard puts his tongue with the car and reaches the car. Here we find out that Tola's dad had also reached Cole following the signals of the lizard. Cole, who was very embarrassed about his actions, tells the whole truth to Tola's dad that how Buddy had called Cole to him and had asked him to help him in the kidnapping of Tola by giving him the greed of his mom's corpse. Now, knowing that Tola is in trouble and Cole is behind him, Tola's dad gets even more upset. But Cole says, "Wait, uncle, I did the wrong thing, I agree, but Tola is my friend, and I will help you save him. This is my promise." He tells Tola's dad that my mom always said that before going to bad people like Buddy, turn on the recording of your mobile so that if anything is wrong, then you have proof. And even that day when Buddy talked about the kidnapping of Tola, I had turned on the recorder of my mobile that day, and I have all the recordings of Buddy. Knowing this, Tola's dad gets happy. He sends this recording to Buddy and says that leave my daughter with decency, otherwise you know that if this recording goes to the police, then what will happen to you? Here it is shown that the lizard had also reached Tola's room. He transforms into a big lizard and can save Tola from all these people, but this will only happen when his charging is full, and now his charging is only 4% left, in which he can only talk to Tola. Here Tola's dad, who was blackmailing Buddy before he tells the truth to the police, Buddy very cleverly sends his men and kidnaps both Tola's dad and Cole. When Cole comes in front of Tola, Tola was very upset with him. Cole tries to explain to him that whatever I did was out of helplessness. I was sick and I had no other way to treat them. Tola says that you could have done something else for their treatment. Why did you put my life in danger? Cole replies that you are rich, you do not know our pain. Poor people like us have to work very hard to live every day. Here Tola's dad was also tied to these kidnappers. Tola's dad had also given them $150 million. He now tells the kidnappers that whatever you wanted, you got it. Now leave Tola and me. But here Buddy wanted something else too. Cole knew that all the rich people work in Tola's dad's company. That's why he tells Tola's dad that I need the information of every employee working in your company. To do this, they had to hack the office system, on which Buddy says whatever you do, but do it quickly. Because all the computers of Tola's dad were at Tola's house, so the kidnappers bring them all to Tola's house. The kidnappers take Tola's dad to their office room. While here, Tola and Cole were imprisoned in Tola's room. Here, they both knew that if anyone can help them, then it is this lizard whose charging is completely over. Tola tells that the charger is in her dad's office, where the kidnappers are also there, and it is very difficult to go there. Thinking of a solution, Tola starts crying very loudly here. When the door opens and the kidnappers ask her what happened, she goes to her dad's office while doing the drama of crying. And hiding the charger from there, she came back to her room. Here they both know that the man who was keeping an eye on Tola and Cole had found out their plan. That's why they also make that man unconscious. These people now quickly charge the lizard, and when the battery of the lizard is full, the lizard quickly transforms itself into a very big lizard so that it can fight all these kidnappers. First of all, it faces a girl, to whom the lizard, while dropping her with one hand, explained to her that she cannot fight this lizard alone. She also calls her other companions here. Taking advantage of this fight, Tola goes to her dad, where she sees that the big one is killing her dad. She has not yet given the information of the people of the office to this kidnapper. Tola was very smart. She had put her special glasses here, in which everything could be recorded. She had recorded everything about the big one here, in which he was telling how he kidnaps the children of rich people and earns money. Tola puts this recording on the internet, which the police had also seen. Before the big one ran away from here, the lizard imprisons her with its magical robe, and the police come and take her away. Finally, Tola was also free now, in which Cole had helped her a lot. After Tola's dad, they knew that Cole is a good boy. He promises to help Cole, and says that I will take all the expenses of your study and your mom's treatment. All of them were happy. Tola and Cole's friendship was back to normal. All of them were very happy. And while showing them, this movie ends here.